Hey everyone. So today we're going to be talking about somatics and somatic experiencing and how to really tune into your nervous system so you can work through triggers, so you can move towards the desires that you want in your life, whether it's in your partnership, your business, with your children, with relationships, whether you're like a healer, a coach, a therapist. Oftentimes as practitioners, we want to go deeper with ourselves so we can take other people through deeper transformations. That tends to make our work more fulfilling. But really, somatics and somatic experiencing and really the nervous system is like the show that is running the show, right? It's like it's running in the background on everything. And it's so important, I believe, to know the thing we're walking around in that's really controlling a lot of different things. And I think one of the things to remember is that our nervous system's job is to predict safety in the environment. Its job is to um, protect us, essentially. And it really doesn't care if a trigger like makes sense or not. That's oftentimes, including myself, by the way, people I've gone through the somatic experiencing training. We'll all talk about it. But once you know, right? And it doesn't really matter if it doesn't like if you're like, this isn't logical. Have you ever had that experience before? Like, this isn't logical why I'm having this trigger right now. This doesn't make sense, right? It makes a lot of sense to the nervous system because it's already predicted in a very sophisticated fashion, probably beyond what we can really even think it's possible to do. It's already predicted a cascade of a domino effect of reactions internally in terms of what needs to happen in this scenario based on our past experiences or based on the context. But we're really actually not going to get too deep into huge, like really big survival energies today or big triggers. We're actually going to get into the complete opposite, and we're going to get into the basics and the foundations of somatic work. Is actually we're just going to learn the basics of tuning in to our own nervous system. So if that's of interest to you, of tuning into your own nervous system so you can get more of what you want out of life. Because that's really who I want to be speaking to, right? It's like somatic work, although it's incredible for trauma and getting and moving towards our desires in life, oftentimes does have to do with working through our trauma. It's actually not the only application. So drop a me in the chat if you want to learn somatics so you can get more of what you want out of life. And what I mean by that is, so like right, so let's get really specific, right? If you want to have a more honest and open and intimate relationship, first and foremost with yourself, right? And then you want to have a more honest and open and vulnerable relationship, maybe with your partner and maybe with your children or your child or with your business. You want to have an honest, open, and vulnerable relationship with your business. You might be thinking like, how do you do that? Well, it really starts all from within. I know it sounds cheesy. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. It's true. And if you want, whatever it is, whatever you desire more of in your life. I know, like I said, a lot of people that I work with are healers, coaches, and therapists, and they want to make these bigger moves, whether it's like getting the next training or developing their business in a different way, right? So basically, what I'm trying to say is like your nervous system touches everything that you love, that you desire, right? And so if that's the truth, then why wouldn't we go to the root and really learn how to work with our physiology? Personally, for me, some of you might have known my work for many years in terms of the work I've done with ayahuasca. And some of you know that in 2021, that reality was kind of shattered for me. Without going into all the details, what happened that night. Number one, I've used somatic experiencing to heal from that, a deep trauma. But I've also learned that it's helping me expand in a completely different way that I didn't even know was possible. I'm kind of going on a rant here, but just, if you're interested in getting more what you want out of life, drop a me in the chat. And if you want to be vulnerable, drop what you actually want more of, drop it so other people can connect with you and really understand you. And so I can know, because I do read the comments and that helps me we get to shape the content together. So, tuning in to our own system. So, the first thing we want to do is I'm going to explain something to you that is going to sound so boring, right? But it's so key. And what I mean by boring is that it's so basic. But what I'm telling you right now, and I used to think this was so boring and basic, but it's actually so important. So just tune in, listen up. Yeah. So instead of going in to our stressors, right? If you feel triggered, right? Um, and whether it's like you're feeling overwhelmed with something emotionally, whether you just got triggered by your partner, whether you just received an email and that kind of flustered you, right? It's so it will happen to us without us even thinking about it or wanting it to happen, right? Something that happens is that we kind of get sucked into it, right? So it's what we call the stress vortex. We call it a vortex because it has an energy to it and it can really pull us, right? Have you ever felt pulled into a trigger? I sure have. Um, and then so really what we want to do is actually we want to learn the basics and the boring here, which is to learn how to get in touch with the counter vortex. And so, what that means is that the counter vortex actually helps bring the body back into homeostasis when there's threat. Online, which can be a trigger, right? And so what that does is really helps it balances out the system. Yeah, it really helps like bring in more ease. It helps the threat system come offline. And we can really like, wow, like we can really feel our prefrontal cortex come back online and I can regulate myself. And you might think that that's like not a big deal, but to regulate yourself, to emotionally, physically regulate yourself throughout your day, I believe is a personal power, you know, and even in all my psychedelic work, all my plant medicine work, right? Even all my psychedelic and plant medicine work couldn't do this, right? Because what happens after the psychedelic journey? What happens after the plant medicine journey? That's why I always included somatic work pre and post with people, including myself and parts work and all that stuff, right? So, anyway, not to go on that tangent, but we really want to start building and resourcing that counter vortex slowly over time, rep by rep, right? And it's as simple as feeling your feet flat on the ground and feeling your body in the chair. And you might be thinking like, really, Sarai, that's it? Like, come on. Like that sounds like right. Doesn't it sound like so yeah, okay. And so, but like what you're actually feeling into, right? When you feel your feet flat on the ground and you're feeling the the surface beneath your feet, and maybe you're wiggling your toes, and maybe you're getting curious of like, do the muscles feel tight? Do they feel loose? Is there some warmth there? Is there some coolness? Right? So, what's happening when you do this? This is essentially somatic tracking. This is a part of building the counter vortex is that this is the homeostasis. This is how this we have find balance. I'm going to give you an example here. So say there's all this activation in the chest, the throat, and the face. I'm sure you felt this before consciously or unconsciously, but like you can feel it. Your nervous system's all keyed up, right? And so by actually pendulating and bringing in something that's the opposite, like, okay, I'm going to allow my brain and my nervous system actually to borrow from something else in the system that feels like less charged. It can kind of like help the system let go a little bit. It's like, okay, there is safety in the system. Oh, and it kind of starts loosening up and doing what's called deactivating. You'll notice the system, it'll go from really tight activated. This is my tight activation. And then once it starts noticing, oh, my feet are kind of nice and soft. Oh, I can actually feel the body in the chair. Oh, my cat is next to me. And see, my hands opening is actually the representation of the tissues, the muscles, and the fascia and the nervous system opening up and saying, hey, there's actually like that thing before did feel threatening and we really rushed and protect you, but hey, here we go. And this might not, this might be like, oh, this seems so simple, but it's like, it's so nuanced. It really is. And this is a really important step to start in is that by just noticing the small intricacies and doing what I like to call somatic reps, just by even noticing your body, right? I mean, before I came into this work, like I really came into this work 3 years ago, I was not that connected to my body. I mean, I thought I was, I really did. I thought I was really connected to my body. But now I'm even more connected to it. And moving through triggers doesn't take as long. There's more resiliency in my nervous system, meaning I don't get stuck in certain states for as long. There's more capacity. And that's really because of the somatic work I've done and the somatic sessions I've done. And anyone who's done this work would probably say this as well. So this is really where it begins. Now, does it end here? No. Yeah, no, 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 no. There's much more depthfulness and it's a like more of a longer journey. And this is a really good place to start. Yeah. And so just to reiterate, it's like all this is simple way you can start somatic work is that just start noticing the neutral to pleasurable, either internal or external in your environment. And if you're like, this still isn't making sense, like I'm not following you, that's totally okay because um I created a much more in-depth. I go into all the intricacies of, counter vortex, titration, pendulation, um, doing somatic orienting, somatic tracking, which is the foundation of all the work to come, right? Because really, if we were going to fast forward this work, most of us have accumulated some sort of survival energy that's just kind of living dormant in the nervous system. And it tends to come up in these triggers, right? And you'll notice it anytime you feel an emotional and somatic charge towards something that seems like, the circumstances really don't call for this, but I can feel it, right? Um, there's probably some survival energy left in the system, and or the nervous system just needs a little bit more um, attention and building that capacity, right? So, but here's the deal: you wouldn't, if you were a personal trainer, you wouldn't stick someone under a 200-pound squat rack the first day they start doing this work, right? No, you start slow, right? And you move up, right? And so I would say the sooner you start attuning and building a relationship with your nervous system, right? The more you're going to be able to kind of work through the trigger, work through the relationship ruptures that are happening, first of all with yourself, but it shows up in all other areas, right? Your partnership, with your kids, and it shows up in all different things, right? Your business, desires, right? It's like anything you want. It all, once again, it sounds cliche. It's all an inside job, though, right? And working with the somatics is a really empowering way to really just feel like you have a sense of agency of what is occurring internally and externally. So if you're interested in starting to learn the basics of somatic tracking, so you can kind of develop, right, more of a relationship and an intimacy with your nervous system, right? Maybe you've read a bunch of books. Maybe you've um, listened to a bunch of podcasts. You've been doing so much like talk approach, right? Maybe you've done a lot of psychedelics and plant medicines, and you're kind of still just feeling this disconnect in the nervous system, and you want to build a larger capacity with it because this is the thing that's really driving all of the other things, right? And so if you want to become more intimate with it, this is a great way to just start real small, real slow, because that's the spirit of somatics. Is it's all titrated, it's nice and slow. So if you want to get that, you can click on the link down below for my free somatic starter kit. You can start that process today in the comfort of your home because I go into it much more detail than I do in this video. And the plan is really for those of you who've been watching my videos for a long time is like, it's just to start going deeper with this stuff. This is like, this is where things are taking me now in this direction with somatics. And of course, also breath work. As some of you know, I'm about to complete my 2-year program with Dr. Stan Groff's transpersonal holotropic breathwork training program that will kind of replace some of the psychedelic work I've been doing for years. I just feel like more at home with that practice, and it's really amazing. So, yeah, if that interests you, if the somatic starter kit interests you, please post below or click on the link below. And then, of course, you can ask your questions in the course community. Um, or you can ask me questions here on the YouTube, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I'll see you on the inside. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.